Hello everyone, I'm Ross Domini and welcome back to the Shadowgraph channel. Today I want to talk about how capitalism is killing your creativity and what to do about it. Here on this channel we are helping independent filmmakers to tell stories with minimal resources. We also showcase our own films and we tell you exactly how we made them. Let's get started with today's episode. Let's be honest, the world that we live in right now is absolutely bonkers. We have gone into an image frenzy and overload through the connectivity of the internet. We have social media programs that break down your well-crafted work into micro fragments of information. And on top of that, the audiences that consume this work have ever shrinking attention spans. You feel burnt out because you're told to create like a machine. Social media gives you this feeling that you have to update your audience every day on the things that you're making or giving behind the scenes videos, much like I'm doing exactly on this channel. And sometimes you feel that you're actually getting taken away from the passion of the things that you really care about. All of these things are an onslaught on the deep work process that goes into crafting beautiful stories. I want to remind you all that the best storytelling, the best filmmaking takes time and patience, and it's not always about reaching the end product. A lot of the times when we're making a film, we think about what it's going to be like when we get to the end and we finish. But there is a beautiful and simple philosophy in enjoying the joy that comes in the journey of making that film. These beautiful creations are slow builds that, quite frankly, can take over your life. Capitalism is against slow builds. Capitalism wants to chop up and churn your beautiful work into pieces and tiny fragments of information. As storytellers, we have to fight back against this. And if this feels like a tidal wave that's overwhelming you and kind of making you feel numb as an artist, don't worry, you're not alone. With this channel, Shadowgraph, I've been there and I've seen all of this unfold in front of me. I feel that I have to constantly break down the stories that I care about into reels and posts and carousels on Instagram, shorts on YouTube. And sometimes when I'm making these things, I'm like, why am I doing this? This is taking me away from the thing that I truly love, which is storytelling and filmmaking. We make networks online to build independent media and create strong foundations that can sustain us as storytellers. The actual part of filmmaking and telling stories is a small part of the journey of what you have to do if you want to build an independent echo chamber online which showcases the films and stories that you care about. You have to grab the attention of people and remind them of what you're doing, what you're building, and what you're making. It's gone bonkers. Stories now, as we know, on phones are told in vertical reels that people watch for 3 to 10 seconds and they swipe away. This does terrible things to the brain. It gives us this kind of gambling mindset where if something shiny is not good enough for you, you swipe to the next thing and take yourself away from the deeper meanings that stories give you. This is what is amazing about filmmaking. It's deep work that takes deep thought and a philosophical process of making contradictions with scenes and videos and shots, reforming them and molding them over many different ways until you have something beautiful. Amongst all this madness and insanity, you have to reclaim back your time. We have to remind ourselves that good work takes slow patience and time to build. And it's beautiful like this. I love the concept of deep work, of shutting out distractions all around me, focusing on the edit of a strong story, and then having a delayed gratification when finally I get the satisfaction of seeing it through the eyes of an audience. Deep work with independent filmmaking can take many years to make. Our most recent production, the first Shadowgraph production to reach the big screen in cinemas, the documentary titled Threads of a Revolution, It was 1 month of filmed footage and then 5 years of deep work with editing. This could not be in more contrast to the quick satisfaction of making reels and swiping content. Collaborate and don't compete. Capitalism tells you to be individualistic and to compete against your competitors. Some of the best work I've learned over the years from storytelling comes from collaborations. Collaborations with friends, small teams of filmmakers, and networks that you find online. There are an abundance of amazing stories out there, and sometimes you simply can't do that alone. Share resources, build collectives, and utilize the contacts that you have together to showcase your beautiful and powerful work. Build small local audiences and not algorithms. So much of our life is digital and on screen. F all of that, go out into the real world and make networks by talking to people on the ground. Host community screenings. Get the actual feedback of how humans interpret your work. Feel in reality the tears and joy of people when they react to the stories that you're showing on a screen. Show people that might not be into the kind of politics that you're making films about, and see how your work can maybe change their opinions. Let's be Athenian about the way that we make films. Go back to the public squares, philosophize, and talk in reality. And for many of us, of course, we have to work online. Don't get overwhelmed by the thought of having 5,000, 10,000 followers. Build small, dedicated audiences of superfans, people that you know will value your work. Have real conversations with them online, and hey, why not try and meet up with them and talk in real life? Own your own tools. Create your own channel. Don't rely on working for a production company or for people that are above you and have editorial control over the films and stories that you make. Build your own platforms, create your own newsletters, print your own zines, put these stories out into the real world, all within the control of your own media. Create without permission. You don't need a degree, you don't need a grant. Just pick up a camera, it might even be the phone in your pocket, and go out and film and make stories. Value and take honor in the fact that you are a snail. Move slowly. Capitalism wants to do the opposite. It wants to churn quickly and cut up your beautiful work into mindless. Slow work built over time is beautiful. Here at Shadowgraph, we want to help and guide you to tell empathetic and political stories. The world needs independent media now more than ever. And with our online courses, we are here to encourage you to ignite the storyteller within so that we can fight back against the insanity of our world. See you next time.